Hello, namaskar, namaskar, namaskaram, namaskar. My name is Pooja Dwivedi. Welcome to my class, The Map and Sites. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the studyIQ IAS English channel. You will find the playlist of all the classes that I take here. Other than this, if you are wanting the PDF of the classes that I take, you can be a subscriber to my Telegram channel. I also conduct answer writing sessions over here. Other than this, if you want to talk to me about UPSC examination or any suggestions that you have in mind, you can talk to me on my Instagram as well. These are the leaders who have answered the last question correctly. Special mention to Ria because she has also mentioned the maritime boundaries that India has with ASEAN countries. Let's solve this last time's question together. India shares a border with 2 ASEAN countries. All the ASEAN members have a coastline. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Now here you may have to think about not only the land boundaries but also the maritime boundaries when it comes to the first statement. This map is going to help you through that. We have 10 countries in ASEAN: Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia. Also Singapore, we have Brunei, Darussalam, then Malaysia is over here of course, and the Philippines, Vietnam. But now you have to see India shares a border with how many countries? ASEAN countries. So first of course we have Myanmar. Myanmar has been in the news. More than 1600 kilometers of land boundary India has with Myanmar. Other than this, India also shares a maritime boundary. Now that makes the first statement to be incorrect. Then, all the countries do not have a coastline. Almost all the countries, as you can see, have, but Laos is landlocked. So, second statement will also be incorrect, right? So, both the statements are incorrect. The correct answer will be D, neither 1 nor 2. Let's move ahead. With respect to Niger, consider the following statements. It is bordered by 7 countries. It shares a coastline with the Pacific Ocean. And it has an expanse of both Sahel and Sahara. Sahara is a desert and Sahel is a transitional region between the Sahara desert and savannas in the south. So let's see what is the answer that we have to choose from. Options that we have to choose from. How many statements given above is or are correct. So there is a coup that is going on in Niger, and that is why this question has been asked. Coup means replacing the democratically elected government and replacing it with either a new party. It could be like that. Generally, it is a military coup. All the time, it's a military coup. So let us answer this question. 7 countries. Niger has a boundary with 7 countries. Of course, Nigeria first, Benin, Burkina Faso 3, Mali 4th, Algeria 5th, Libya 6th, and Chad is 7. So how many countries are there? 7. Next, of course, what it was asking about the Pacific Ocean. It doesn't have a coastline. As you can see, it is completely landlocked. So, second statement is not correct. Then, yes, as you can see, in Niger, we have the Sahara Desert and also Sahel. Sometimes it could also be asked in your examination to locate the deserts in different countries. Remember that the Tenere Desert is also in Niger. Okay, so that makes the first statement. Let's see, first statement. 7 countries 1 to be correct, right? This is correct. Then this is not correct and third is correct. So what will be the correct answer? 2 are correct. 2 only will be the correct answer. Other than this, you also have to know that Niamey is the capital of Niger. Also, you can see that there are other very important features such as the Putus Hills. Then Jado Plateau is also in Niger, and Chigai Plateau is also in Niger. Sometimes they can also ask you about which plateau, which desert in different countries. So remember it from that perspective only. Okay. And here is Mount Gribun. So these are the kind of features that could be asked. Not in very depth when it comes to world mapping, not in very depth is asked. But still, any region can be in the news in the upcoming days. So that is why this question has been asked. Consider the following: Sudan, Somalia, Djibouti, Ethiopia. So what do we have to see? How many of the above countries have a coastline with the Red Sea? Generally, directly, we see that it has a border, the Red Sea has a border with 6 countries. But there are some other countries, because of the nearness to the Red Sea, they are considered to be having a border with the Red Sea. Okay. So as we see this particular map, this map will help us. As you see, Red Sea is beside me and here is Sudan. It has a boundary with Red Sea. Then of course, here is Eritrea, right? Eritrea and Ethiopia, you must be remembering the Tigray region. And here is Ethiopia. Ethiopia does not have a border with the Red Sea. It now wants to have a port in the Red Sea. That is why this question has been asked. Ethiopia is trying to have a port. It is in talks with countries like Eritrea, Djibouti to lend them a port in exchange of something. So, as you see, Sudan and Eritrea. Then here is Djibouti. Djibouti also has a border with the Red Sea. And here, Saudi Arabia and Yemen in the West Asia region have a boundary with the Red Sea. Alright. Now, as you can see, Somalia is considered one of those countries that may not have a direct boundary with the Red Sea, but because of their nearness, they are also considered a part to a country near, you can say, bordering the Red Sea. But this is indirect in nature because of their nearness. Okay, here is the Red Sea, as you can see. More so, it could be the Gulf of Aden. Okay, so let us answer this question from that perspective only. So, Sudan, yes. Somalia, yes. Djibouti, yes, but not Ethiopia. So, 3 countries only will be the correct answer. Alright, now let's move forward. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has condemned the entry of an Israeli minister in the Al-Aqsa Mosque. This has also been in the news since a long period of time. That is why it could be asked. So here is the Al-Aqsa Mosque and here is the Dome of Rock. Now we know that the West Bank, it is so much, it has such a complex history that this region becomes complex when it comes to the mapping section. So that is why we are going to ask ourselves this particular question. Consider the following statements. The Al-Aqsa Mosque is situated to the south of the Dome of Rock. Khan Yunis is situated in the Gaza Strip, and Lake Tiberias is situated in the north of the West Bank, to the north of the West Bank. Okay. So from that perspective, we have to answer this question. As I told you, complex history. Let's talk about the Al-Aqsa Mosque first. No, let's talk about the Al-Aqsa Mosque first from this perspective. That Al-Aqsa Mosque is over here and here is the Dome of Rock. And as you can see, the checkered history, here are the Muslim quarters, Christian quarters, Jewish quarter, Armenian quarters. And that is why, because of such checkered history, you know, a kind of complexity has manifested itself into different sorts of fights and invasions. That is why it is important to know about this. Then we talk about Khan Yunis, right? Khan Yunis, here is the West Bank. But Khan Yunis is situated in the Gaza Strip. So that makes that particular statement to be incorrect. Other than this, you can also find the Negev. This is the desert that we have talked about in certain past classes. It is in Israel. Other than this, you see here is the Dead Sea and here is the Jordan River. Jordan River is feeding both the Dead Sea and the Lake Tiberias, or the Sea of Galilee it is known. And yes, the Lake Tiberias is to the north of the West Bank. Okay, so that particular statement becomes correct. Let's solve this. The Al-Aqsa Mosque is situated to the south of the Dome of Rock. This is correct. Khan Yunis is situated in Gaza Strip. This is also correct. And then the Lake Tiberias is situated to the north of the West Bank. This is also correct. Earlier I said Khan Yunis was being asked about in the West Bank. No, it was asked in the Gaza Strip only. So all the 3 statements are correct. That means 3 only will be the correct answer. Alright, let's move forward to the next question. At least 6 people have been killed in a blast that happened in Damascus just few days earlier of Muharram. That is why this question has been asked. Arrange the following cities of Syria in the north to south order, this particular direction. These are the many important cities that are in the news more often. So that is why we have to know about them. Latakia, Damascus, Dara, Aleppo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us see the map so that we can actually find them. This particular map is going to help us. In Syria, we can say here is Damascus, the capital as well. And here is the Aleppo city. Then Latakia, very close to the Mediterranean Sea. Then Damascus, and finally Dara. Okay, so Aleppo, Latakia, Damascus and Dara. Okay, so let us arrange them. First we have Aleppo, then Latakia, then Damascus and Dara. 4, 1, 2, 3 is going to be the correct answer. 4, 1, 2, 3, option A. Alright, next. Wildfires are raging in European countries and even the island of Sicily. So that is why the next question will be asked. This particular map, as you can see beside me, is showing the wildfires on Monday, last Monday. Just imagine how it is spreading. Spain, France, many other important countries of Southern Europe, then Greece, and here will be Sicily, which we are going to talk about. The Strait of Sicily lies in the North Sea, the Baltic Sea, the English Channel, or the Mediterranean Sea? The correct answer to this question will be the Mediterranean Sea. As you can see, here is the island of Sicily and here is Italy. There is another important city island, that is Sardinia, and here is the Tyrrhenian Sea, which is a part of the Mediterranean Sea itself, and here is the Malta Channel that is separating Malta and Sicily. You see that this particular region all belongs to the Mediterranean Sea region, and here is the Strait of Sicily, which is lying in the Mediterranean Sea. Alright, so that makes the Mediterranean Sea to be the correct answer. That is option D. Moving ahead, the United States has ordered the non-emergency government personnel to evacuate Haiti. Haiti is raging with gang violence. This Caribbean country is much in the news because of the gang violence only, and Port-au-Prince is the capital of Haiti. Okay, so now we will understand it from the perspective of this question. From west to east, arrange the following Caribbean countries in the correct order: Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Jamaica. So here are the codes which we have to choose from, and here is the particular map. This map is going to show us the different regions that we talked about. So as a part of Greater Antilles, and here is the Lesser Antilles. In the Greater Antilles, we have the island countries such as Cuba. Then here is Jamaica, then Haiti, and it shares a land border with Dominican Republic. Okay, so first we will have Cuba, then Jamaica, then Haiti, and then finally Dominican Republic. Now Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti and Dominican Republic. This is going to be the correct answer. Alright, let's see, let's arrange them as well. First Cuba, then Jamaica, then Haiti, then Dominican Republic. 3, 4, 2, 1 will be the correct answer. Let's see, 3, 4, 2, 1, option D. Here is the correct answer. Okay. Now the Darien Gap, which is often seen in the news, is situated in, and these are the countries, because in the pair countries only they are situated, as in it's a transitional zone from one country to another. And what is a Darien Gap? Darien Gap is a huge area of forest. We will talk about that. So let's see, this is the Darien Gap that I am talking about. Okay, and as you can see, from South America to Central America, this gap is actually filled with such forest which has lot of wildlife such as anaconda, different sort of very dangerous kind of insects, snakes, but people cross it because they want to achieve their American dream. So Darien Gap is a forest and migrants come through here only, risking their lives to reach their American dream, and it is a transition zone from Colombia to Panama. Okay, so Colombia and Panama will be the correct answer. Option C here will be the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. A landslide in Maharashtra's Raigad district recently claimed many lives. Raigad is one of the regions which is infested with landslides because it is in the sensitive Western Ghats. So now next question will be with respect to Western Ghats. With respect to the Western Ghats, which of the following is not a part of it? Mahadev Hills, Satmala, Palkonda Range, Harishchandra Range. Western Ghat, it actually spans across 6 important states of India. Starts from 6 states, starts as scrubland from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Okay, and mountainous regions are known by different names, Sahyadris, Nilgiris. So that is why it is important to know about the Western Ghats. In Maharashtra only Raigad is situated. Now in this next map we will see that what are the different ranges that are situated in Western Ghats. We have Satmala, Harishchandra, Mahadev and Nilgiri, Annamalai, Cardamom. These are all the parts of Western Ghats. But when it comes to Eastern Ghats, we have the Palkonda in the Eastern Ghats, but not in the Western Ghats. In Eastern Ghats, we also have Nalla Malla, Vinukonda, Nagari Hills, Javadi Hills, and Shevaroy, Panchmalai. In your prelims question, you can also be asked to arrange from north to south, south to north direction. So from that perspective also, just look at this map when I will give you the PDF of it. Okay. So Mahadev is a part, Satmala is a part, Harishchandra is a part, but not the Palkonda range. Alright, that means option C is incorrect. Let's talk about this next particular news. Yesterday was the International Tiger Day, and it marked the decision that the tiger ranging countries took Back in 2010 at the St. Petersburg summit, to double their tiger population by the year 2022, India achieved it much ahead of the timeline. Okay, so now consider the following statements with respect to the tiger reserves in India. Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra have equal number of tiger reserves. Gujarat and Meghalaya are the only two states that do not have a tiger reserve, and Amangarh Tiger Reserve is not considered a separate tiger reserve. So what do we have to see? How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, they have actually the same number of tiger reserve. Both have 6 number of tiger reserve. Okay, here 6 and 6. In total, we have how many tiger reserves? We have 53 tiger reserve. But Amangarh as a tiger reserve is a part of the Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve, and it is considered as a buffer and not a tiger reserve in itself. That is why option 3rd is going to be the correct one. As you can see, not only Gujarat but also and Meghalaya, but also several other states such as Manipur, Nagaland and Tripura of this particular country, India, also Punjab, Haryana, these are the certain states that as of yet do not have any tiger reserve. Others are also there. Okay, so when I will provide you the map, just see it through that. So as you can see, 6 plus 6. Okay, both are now at par, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, when it comes to the tiger reserve. And here is the Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve, in which we have the Amargarh Tiger Reserve, and it is not considered a separate tiger reserve. It's a buffer between them. And of course, when we talk about such kind of questions, it could be formulated very easily and it could be answered very easily if you know the exact amount of tiger reserves. Alright, so now this question can be answered in the following manner. First is correct, second is not correct, third is correct. Okay, so 1 and 2. 2 only will be the correct answer. If you're interested in the way we teach, you can also be a part of our classes through the P2I batch, for which the last date of admission is 31st of July. These will be evening batches starting from, it has already started from 22nd of July. Whatever classes you have missed, do not worry about that. We will provide you in the form of recorded version as well. Books, study material, prelims test series, mains test series, answer writing practice, everything is included here. Okay, so do be a part of it. If you want to take admission, you can use this code PDLive to get it at 29,999 only now. This is the practice question for the upcoming class. Answer it correctly and reflect in the leaderboard. Arrange the following important ports from west to east: Gwadar, Mannama, Takma. So you have to choose the correct answer using these particular options. I hope you understood this class well. Thank you so much for watching.